Go get on the track.
Welcome to Convinced and Confident. My name is Sarah Gilmore, and my co-host is Tamara Bluedorn. And each week we bring to you an inspiring message or person that will help you on your journey to self-discovery.
Today's topic is Can't Touch This. Our guest today is Chef Lou and his wife Edna. They own a well-established catering company here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, called Elite Catering. In this episode, you will hear some of how they've built their business and give back to others. We think they are some inspiring leaders. We hope you enjoy today's episode and find it inspiring just as we have.
Welcome today to Convinced and Confident. Today we have as our guests Lou Irizarry, pronounce it for me, I cannot say it. Help
Irizarry.
me. Irizarry, and his wife, Edna, his strong, wonderful partner, Edna. Chef Lou is better known as Chef Lou, and he's been around for years in Fayetteville, North Carolina, but I do know that you're from New Jersey. Is that correct?
That is correct. I was raised in New Jersey. I was born in Puerto Rico.
Okay. And raised what part of New Jersey?
Long Branch, New Jersey. It's on the Jersey Shore.
Oh, so you grew up in that area. You probably had a good time, didn't you, in that area?
I'm on the beach.
See? On the boardwalk, as we say?
On the boardwalk.
Very, very good, very good. Tell me a little bit more about you. Family here, all family there, just a little bit about you.
Well, like I mentioned, I was born in Puerto Rico, and I still have a lot of family in Mayagüez, Puerto Rico.
Oh.
A beautiful place. Came to New Jersey when I was 5 years old, raised in New Jersey, and I have a lot of family in New Jersey as well.
Very good.
My mom still lives in New Jersey, and now I reside in Fayetteville.
Very good. I also know that you joined the military and did, how long a stint did you do in the military?
Yes, ma'am. I did 20 years.
Wow.
I went in 86, right out of high school, and did most of my time here at Fort Bragg. So Fayetteville is home away from home.
Oh, yeah. How many years were you here at Fort Bragg in the military?
Actually, about 12 to 13 years out of my 20 years was right here at Fort Bragg.
Fort Bragg. You weren't stationed in any other place during that time?
Yes, I've been stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Okay.
I went to Germany, a tour in Germany, a tour in Korea.
Okay.
Went to Desert Shield, Desert Storm. I'm a veteran. So I've been around.
Very good. And I know that was rough for you sometime while he was in those areas and away from home. You all have children?
Yes, we have 4.
4 children. Who's the oldest? Boys, girls?
So we have our oldest is Louis. He's 33.
Okay.
Our daughter Dana is 29. Our middle son, Magic, is 28. And our baby is Jordan, who's 21.
Wonderful. And is Magic is his name?
His name is not Magic. That's his nickname that we always call him. No one even knows his real name.
Why did you call him Magic? I'm curious.
That's just a name he picked up when he was little, and we just stuck with it.
It's a wonderful nickname, but does he act like magic? That's probably what it is. Or always able to produce something magic, I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay. I have another question for you, Chef Lou.
Yes, ma'am.
You are Chef Lou, so that means to me you went to, do you say culinary school or culinary school?
Culinary school.
Culinary school. Where did you go?
Upon retiring in 2006, I attended Fayetteville Technical Community College.
Okay.
Where I took the culinary course, the hotel restaurant management, and the business administration degrees.
Very good. So that's 2 degrees, or is the hotel management and the culinary together, or is that separate?
It's separate. So it's actually 3 degrees.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty darn good. Very good. Question. After you finished culinary school, do you have to do an internship or do you do some more training after that happens?
Actually, all students, they have to go through what's called a co-op program.
Okay.
So at the end of the semester, at that last semester, when they completed all the classes required,
Uh-huh.
they are required to complete 320 hours of co-op. So you can go to any restaurant and do your time there. On-hands training is what it is.
Okay.
And so we do that down at the Catering Kitchen. I have co-op students from Fayetteville Tech who come over and do work for us.
So at the kitchen that you now operate or the restaurant, you also allow students to come in and do that training. That's an excellent gift back to the community.
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you been doing that part?
The whole time we've been about 10 years. Yeah.
Excellent to have done that, because I'm sure that's something the community may not know a lot about, because I wouldn't have heard. And I've known you guys, 10 years maybe myself?
Yes.
And you make the best food in the world. I'm a fan of that potato soup. We travel miles, my family does, to get your potato soup. Right. Yes. And the strangest thing, before this, I'd never eaten potato soup before.
Wow.
Which probably meant I didn't like it. Look, in my head, I didn't like it. But you all have the best food, even other than that. Tamara, you might have some questions you want to ask today.
Why did you start a business, or what made you want to get into entrepreneurship?
I was still on active duty, and I came home one day and I always wanted a restaurant. I was stationed in New Jersey, at Fort Monmouth, New Jersey. And I came home one day and I told my wife, I said, you know what? I want to start a restaurant. And she's laughing now. And that's exactly what she did. She laughed at me. And it took a while. And one day she came home and she told me, I found your spot.
Are you serious? Now, see, that's a supportive wife.
Oh,
she laughed. She really didn't answer, but she went out and did some of the work with you and for you.
That is correct.
That's excellent. There's nothing better than teamwork, is it?
Oh, that's number one.
Excellent.
That's the only way to be successful.
Were you ready to help him once you found the spot, Edna?
I didn't know how to help. So I didn't have a culinary background, but I knew business.
Excellent.
So I was like, okay, well, I can contribute, not in the kitchen, but I can do the business side of it. So that's what I did.
And that's excellent, because you need both sides in order to make anything successful.
Just as I had no experience in the restaurant business.
Really?
I just wanted my own business.
Okay.
And it's funny because we opened that restaurant and we did everything with the skills that we had, leadership skills and skills that I obtained in the military. And when I went to the culinary program and going through these classes, I actually did some of that stuff and didn't realize I'd done it.
The skills that you had already picked up.
Yes, ma'am.
And had no idea.
No idea.
That's what happens in life, isn't it? We're doing one thing and we think it won't lead to another. And it always does.
That's correct.
If we do it well. And so that's what it meant you did it well.
Yes.
Miss Blue.
Now, I would like to know, since you're husband and wife, how do you balance working with each other?
That's a good question.
I'm sure other people would like to know that piece.
I'm going to play it safe and I'm going to let her answer first.
That would be smart.
That's very smart.
So the honest answer is we stay in our lanes.
Okay.
So we have defined roles and we keep it separate. So it's actually funny. People are like, you work together all day. So when you go home, what do you talk about? A lot. Because I run the front of the house, he runs the back of the house. So at the end of the night, we compare notes. We go over what went well, what didn't go well, and make adjustments. So it actually works well.
Excellent. Did you two decide that when you first started, or did it just happen kind of naturally?
It just happened naturally.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, we kind of know our strengths and we play off well for each other. So I knew what my contributions could be and my strengths were, and that's what I went with. And it worked.
Excellent. That also means to me that you like each other. Because if you didn't,
it went further than that. I love her.
I know that you do, but you know what? You got to like them as well, and I'm glad you do both.
Correct.
That's excellent. Excellent to hear a couple say that.
Now, I know you do more than just catering. I've experienced your catering. I love your food. I hear people talk about you all the time. So you're pillars in the community.
Yes.
But what else do you do? And with those things, how do you balance catering? And I know you have another restaurant, those kinds of things.
Well, actually, we have a food truck as well.
Okay.
We don't take it out much because we're really busy catering. Catering is what we do. As you remember, we had the restaurant down on Trade Street.
Yes.
Just became a little overwhelming with the catering and the restaurant. So we had to pick and choose. But I tell you that I really miss the restaurant. I miss the people, everybody coming in there, having that cup of coffee in the morning and just sit down, talk. And I really missed that part the most.
Because you all had the personality for it. There was nothing more enjoyable for us than to bring my family to your restaurant and know that you were going to see you guys and just, as you say, just chit chat for a while. There was nothing more enjoyable. But I know you all are elite catering.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We also have deli at the Botanical Gardens.
Okay.
We just opened that up a couple weeks ago, and that's going pretty good.
Okay.
You know, people are catching on. We're there.
So our youngest son, actually, we brought him into the business.
Wonderful.
Jordan. So he actually runs the deli down at Botanical Gardens, and he's actually doing a great job. He's learning on the job. But he's got his daddy's skills and he's doing real well. Very good.
But look at that. That's generational again. You're passing your skills, your knowledge on down to one of your children. That's fantastic. I've also seen, I think it was your daughter-in-law a couple of years back, also another family member that worked in the business as well, which is excellent. When you can get family to work in your business, it's fantastic.
Now, what do you think, in your opinion, makes you all different from other catering companies? What makes you special, or why I would want to choose you all?
Well, what I think it is Lou's diverse background in cooking. When a client calls us up, we're not limited to just what's listed on our menu on our website. We have people call us up saying, I want Latin, I want Asian, I want, Korean. And with Lou's skills and backgrounds, he pretty much can do all of those different fusions of food, which makes us totally different from other companies who may just specialize in one area of cooking.
Which is excellent. I remember you did for us one time a gathering, and you did a fantastic job. People talked about it a long time afterwards. They kept talking about what a wonderful job you had done. And you did. The food was delicious.
Now, what keeps you all motivated?
What keeps me motivated? It's what you're hearing now. When people say, oh, the food is fantastic. I mean, it just keeps us going. Mm-hmm. That's what we like to hear. We focus on the quality and the service. Yes. Everything else will follow. And it's been great.
Excellent. You all have started that way, doing an excellent job, and you continue to do so.
Now, do you ever deal with any self-doubt or just second guessing yourself along your journey anywhere? Or do you just go with it, go with your gut and instinct?
Honestly, for us, we go with our gut. And if stuff doesn't work out along the way, we just bounce back and go with plan B. And we just keep on going until we figure it out and get it right.
Excellent. That is definitely that entrepreneurial spirit. Wouldn't you think so?
Oh, absolutely.
Wouldn't you think so? Absolutely. I remember this. You'll have to help me get it correct. You all not just do business for yourselves. You also have folk coming in, as you say, from the school. But I thought I remembered, I'm not a seafood girl much. You're bringing someone else coming and using your building who started, I can't remember the name of the company, but you'll have to help me with that.
That would be Chef Yamani. He's the owner of the Straight Drop Seafood.
Right, that's it. River. That's it.
When he first came down to Fayetteville, he used to use our kitchen.
That's what I remember.
To rent out kitchen space to him. Another business that's come through our kitchen is Heavenly Sweets. They're located on Bragg Boulevard. They do all the flans and desserts. They're from Puerto Rico as well.
Okay.
Very good food they have over there, and desserts.
But do you see how unselfish you all are? And so many people who start their own businesses do nothing for anybody else but for themselves. It's wonderful the way you're giving back to the community.
We're also a commissary. So I have a couple of food trucks that use our kitchen. For example, Baban's Fried Chicken.
I didn't know that.
There's always over there on Best Buy on Scotland.
Yes. Right, I know. I've seen it.
We're their commissary. So every food truck has to have a commissary to report back to service their vehicles and to do some of the cooking.
I didn't know that.
So they've been in our commissary a couple of years now, and I've had many other food trucks that moved on.
Okay. But when you say commissary, tell me exactly what you mean.
A commissary, it's mandatory for a food truck by the health department here in Fayetteville. It's where food trucks report back to. They store their food, they clean their trucks, get fresh water, dump their water, prep some food, and store. So they have to have a commissary to report back to.
Excellent. I did not know that. So you all are really involved.
Just to add to that, one of the reasons why we really want to give back to other entrepreneurs, we started out looking for a place about 10 years ago. We could not find one restaurant willing to give us a chance.
Are you serious?
At using their facility as a commissary.
Are you serious?
We were told no multiple times and no one gave us a chance. Then we found our own location in Hope Mills. And Lou and I said, if anyone ever comes to us and needs help with their business, we're going to help them.
That is fantastic. That's why you're blessed.
Excellent.
Because you give, and it shall be given unto you. That's fantastic to hear. See, these are things that I didn't know. And I'm assuming many in our audience did not know that either. Definitely.
So I'm assuming that would be one of your hardest parts of getting your business started, or is there something else you can share?
Right.
Sure
if someone wants to start, what would you say to
something, a difficulty or challenge you had to overcome?
I'm always asked to come over to the school, to Fayetteville Technical Community College, to speak to the students who are just starting their culinary degree.
Okay.
These are new students, and I go and speak to the class, and one of the questions I ask them is, what are you going to do with that degree when you get out? And a lot of them say, I want to open up a restaurant. I want a food truck. And it's not that easy. It's been kind of rough. Like Edna mentioned, I would probably been the first food truck in Fayetteville.
Probably were.
Until I went to the health department and they said, you need a commissary. I did not even know what a commissary was.
Right.
So everywhere I went, they looked at me like, no, I don't think so.
Just like I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Right.
So
nobody would help you at all.
Nobody. And I don't think I think the main reason was because they didn't know much about it.
Right. They didn't understand.
It was new. It was new here in Fayetteville.
They didn't, right.
They didn't know. I mean, they were nice about it, but.
But you've done your food truck for quite a few years now, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Okay. How does that compare with your catering versus the food truck? Pretty good?
Well, it does pretty good. We like to go out to large events, festivals and stuff like that.
Okay.
We don't take it out on a regular, like other food trucks you see downtown.
Right.
Like that.
Right.
Number one is we don't have the time most of the time.
Right. I can understand that.
Catering.
Yes, you are.
Or I just love a food truck. I always wanted one. And that's why I have one.
Okay. Men in their cars, men in their toys.
Yes, one of my toys.
You just wanted a food truck. Gives you some good work to do, though, doesn't it? And something to keep up with. That's excellent.
So what advice would you give someone?
Well, as far as opening a restaurant?
Yes. Or even if it's not a restaurant, if it's just they want to start a new business, career, what advice would you give someone?
Well, we just went and did it. We talked about it long enough. You ever talk to someone and they're like, well, I'm thinking about doing this. And you see them 2 years later, I'm still thinking about doing this. And my question to them is, why have you not done it?
Excellent.
And so like our first restaurant, I was still on active duty. But I had family support. My mother was there. I had my father there. He was one of my cooks. And we opened it up and it was good. So you have to make sure you have the support system in place, whether it's family or staffing is very challenging.
Oh, yes, it is.
And that's in every business.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
I really understand.
And one more note to add to Chef Lou's is about starting your own business. Don't anticipate like instant gratification. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hard work. But don't give up if it's what you really want to do.
Oh, that is good. That is good because most people do think I'm going to open my doors and the money's going to come rolling in. Not without the elbow grease, right?
It's not going to happen.
What you put in is what you get out.
Exactly. Very good. Very good. Miss Bludor?
Now, since you both work so hard, we have to have some fun somewhere. So what do we like to do to have fun?
That's good.
Well, it's funny you asked that. Just this year, I told Edna, I said, we work a lot.
Yes, you do.
And because we choose to.
Yes.
And I said, this year we're going to change it. We're going to take more vacations.
Okay, good.
And that we've done. We've been
very good.
On a few vacations. So we take them when we can. So that's the difference about having a restaurant and catering. I can control the schedule on a catering restaurant. You have to be open.
Yes.
And it's challenging.
Because if you're not, people will stop coming, won't they? I understand.
Yes, they do. They get mad. Oh, they'll get mad.
Get mad with you because you don't have it.
Because I took some time off.
And we can't get the potato soup.
Yes,
exactly.
I understand that.
Yes, we do.
I need the potato soup.
Yes, we do. She said it today, as a matter of fact. Where is that potato soup? Heavens.
So tell everyone, how do we contact you if we want the catering services or to get to the Botanical Gardens, to your restaurant here in Fayetteville, North Carolina? Let us know.
Well, for all catering questions, you can contact me, Edna Irizarry. My number is 910-261-1769. Our website is elitecateringnc.com, and our email is elitecateringnc@gmail.com.
Do that again for us, please, Edna.
My phone number is 910-261-1769. Our website is elitecateringnc.com, and our email is elitecateringnc@gmail.com.
Excellent.
Now, I have one last question for both of you. Now, Lou, you have to answer it, and Miss Edna has to answer it. Now, we can let ladies go first.
That's what we will do.
So, my most important question today is, what makes you convinced and confident?
Absolutely. It is my passion. So our passion and my passion drives everything we do, whether it's business, our family, just personal life, friendships. It's all about a passion for what you're doing and why you're doing it. And that definitely keeps me confident and convinced.
Good to know.
Succeed.
Good to know.
She stole my answer.
She knows you so well.
She's smart. You mean she's smart. That's what it is.
Everything I'm thinking. And that's why I love her so much.
Very good. Very good.
We're convinced, I mean, like I mentioned before, we're doing something that we love doing.
Wonderful.
And that's what keeps us going. And there's no question. I mean, we just keep going. Now, I'm always mentioning retirement. I'm just talking.
Exactly.
We love what we do.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you both for joining us today and imparting your words of wisdom. We really enjoyed it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. Thank you so much.
That's our show, and we thank you for listening. If you like our show, Convinced and Confident, please leave us a rating and download us on Apple Podcasts and Google Play.